Hello and welcome to Accountancy Age TV. Today we're discussing the banks criticising fair value rules and asking for a relaxation, and also the crisis at collapsed accountancy firm Wenham Major. Firstly, we go to Penny Sukhraj, who's been looking at the banks issue. We have the biggest group of banks yet, I think, to call for a relaxation of fair value rules. Is that right?
That's right, Alex. The Institute of International Finance, grouping of 370-odd banks from around the world, have essentially written up a paper asking that the rules be relaxed, essentially to break down the downward spiral of the huge write-downs and emergency lendings that seem to be happening at the moment. I think the banks are of the view that there's still further major disclosures to be made, and I think they're particularly worried about how this is going to affect the capital markets.
I mean, it's quite intriguing, isn't it? I mean, we've talked a lot about fair value on this show with Stella Fernley and others. But in a sense, we'd also thought that the debate had moved on and that the early complaints about fair value at sort of in the middle of the credit crunch had gone away. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, when the highest write-downs were happening, all of that spiraling, from the U.S. markets, you had the American investment bankers who were largely calling for a change of the rules. But there was lots of talk about it. The Financial Stability Forum did a bit of study into it, and it was found that fair value was not really responsible for any of these things. If anything, there were calls for clarification of the rules to make sure that proper disclosures were made and that there wasn't any abuse of the rules, which could lead to skewed figures being put out in the market. The regulator, the standard setter, actually said they would not back down, that fair value was the way to go. And essentially all they're doing right now is clarifying off-balance sheet rules, and that's where much of the problems lie.
Yeah. So I mean, unless the IASB and David Tweedy change their view, the IIF is likely to be disappointed. I mean, we've already seen that Goldman Sachs have criticised the IIF over the report. I mean, in a sense, it's going to become more a story about them than it is about what happens to fair value rules.
I think that's true. I think it's interesting to note that there are one or two audit firms among this group as well. So there is likely to be another clash expected, but it's unlikely that David Tweedy and company are going to back down from fair value.
Okay, thanks for that, Penny.